Okay. So rat trap. Children, you all know what is rat trap means. Okay. Rat trap is a, you can say, a pincha. Catch the mouse. Okay. Rat trap is catch a mouse. Here, rat trap is denoted by this. The name of the chapter, rat trap, is taken here. It is because there's a person who used to sell rat trap. And while selling rat trap, he started thinking one day that this world is also a rat trap. He thought that this world is just captured in a rat trap. Everybody is trapped some or the other way. Okay, they want to come out. Some used to come out, but sometimes they do not come out until they die. Okay, and why these people are trapped? Because of the greediness. They are greedy. Okay, they are greedy for money. They are greedy for everything, for their luxurious life, for food, for everything. And because of that greed, what is happening? They are just trapping themselves into this rat trap. And he was thinking of all these things. But one day he himself got trapped in this rat trap, in this world of trap. Okay, and when he got trapped, that time he realized that this is also because of his greediness. So greediness ultimately leads to destruction. If we are greedy and if we are harming others, or if in our greediness we are doing some wrong things, so ultimately we are only suffering. This thing he realized. Okay. Second lesson, what is given in this chapter is that a bad person can be changed through our kindness and generosity, through our generous behavior, through our kind behavior. We can change a bad person into good. Okay, so in this chapter, these two lessons are given. Due to the greediness, we are only going to suffer. If we are greedy, if we are hurting people, and mentally or physically anything. So that will harm us only. Second, if we want to change a bad person, then there is only one alternative, that from our generosity and our kindness. Okay, from our kind behavior, we can change that person. Okay, should start with the rat trap. Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling rat traps of wire. He made them himself at all moves from the material he got by begging in the stores or at a big farms. But even so, the business was not specially profitable. So he had to resort to both begging and really trading to keep his body and soul together. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sulky, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. Now, author is saying that there was a man who used to sell rat traps and used to pay rat traps of wire. From where that we get that wire? We get that wire from the farms or from the shops which are just throwing these wires here and there. Okay, and he used to collect them and make rat traps and used to sell them. But his business, which business is talking about making rat traps and selling them, not that much profitable. So what he used to do, sometimes he used to theft also, and sometimes he used to beg also. Keep his body and soul together means here to keep him to feed himself, okay, to survive. Keep body and soul together means to feed himself, to survive. To survive, what he used to do, he used to sometimes beg, sometimes sell these rat traps, and sometimes them also. Still, and hunger came in his eyes. Still, what happened? His clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger came in his eyes. Still, his clothes were dirty and torn, and his cheeks were sunken inside like this, and his hunger came in his eyes. Means he was always hungry. Like he didn't get after food so much, he didn't get enough food to eat. No one can imagine how sad he was in his life when he appeared to such a big one. Plots along the road, left in his own meditation. He's saying that you cannot imagine that how monotonous and sad, boring life these persons are. They are just B80K, B-O-N-E, Bhagavan means when wanderers. They used to wander here, they don't have any friends, and they used to lost in their own thoughts. You cannot imagine how boring, how sad their life is. But one day this man had fallen into a line of thought. Really seemed to him entertaining. He had naturally been thinking of his rat rats, and suddenly he struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the whole world with its lands and seas, cities and villages, were nothing but a big rat trap. Saying that one day would happen, was thinking, and suddenly he thought about his rat traps. When he was thinking of his rat traps, he thought that this world is also a rat trap. The people, those who are living in this, either they were living in towns or anywhere, the people, those who are living in this world, they are what? They are all trapped. Okay? It has never existed for any other purpose than to set beds for the people, offer riches, and joy, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rats offer cheese and pork. And as soon as if anyone lets himself to be tempted to touch the bear, it flows on him, and then everything came to him. Said that what is happening that I told you, that just like we used to put a piece of a cheese or a pork in the trap, in the rat trap, and that greediness, the rat used to come and eat it, and it got trapped in it. He's saying the people are also the same. They are greedy of riches, joy, the greediest life, their joys, everything. And because of that, slowly and gradually, they are just trapping in this world. Okay, they are trapped in this world. Fine. And then everything came to an end. You said that as soon as you get trapped in this world, as soon as you get greedy about anything and you start doing wrong things, what will happen? Ultimately, you will not come out of that trap. Similarly, just like a mouse. When a mouse is get inside this rat trap, he is not able to come out of it. Okay, it is now the end goal. So he is saying the same thing is happening with people. They are also getting trapped in it due to their greediness. The world had, of course, never been very kind to him, so it gave him an unbounded joy to think ill of it in this way. It became a cherished pastime of his during his deadly journeys to think people he knew who had led themselves to God in the dangerous snare, and of others who were still circling around the bend. He said that world had never, of course, never been very kind to him. Okay, it means people, they are never being very kind to him. Obviously, he is a beggar. If he used to beg, the people used to scold him. And if he used to stole something, so people used to beat him. So the world is never kind to him. They have never talked to him very kindly, very politely. They always scolded him, teased him, or abused him. So he was saying that people are not kind to him. So it gave him an untold joy to think well of it in this. So it was giving an unusual joy to him, thinking of those people who has someone who has so many years before has beaten him or done something bad to him. Just thinking of these people and he is feeling joyful that now these people are also what they are trapping in this rat trap. It became a cherished custom of his during really projects to think of the people he knew who led themselves to God in the dangerous snare, and to others who were still circling around the bed. So the saying it was become his you can say that it's a pastime for him. He was thinking of the people and getting joy himself only, happy himself only that okay, now these people are circling around that trap, and one day they will be caught and some others are being already caught. Thinking of that only, that because of their greediness they are trapped now or they are about to trap. Thinking of that people, those who have ever done bad to him. So thinking of them, he is just feeling joyful. It becomes his pastime. One dark evening, he was struggling along the road. He got a sight of a legendary cottage by the roadside, and he knocked on the door to ask shelter for the night. Nor he was refused. Instead of the sore faces which got met, the owner was an old man with a wife and child. Was happy to get someone to talk to him in his loneliness. He was saying that what happened. He was still moving. It means walking. He was getting tired and he was walking along the road when he saw the little GRAY spelling of grey color. Okay, he found a grey cottage by the roadside. Okay, he knocked on the door to ask a shelter for them. He knocked on that door as he was very tired and he needed a night shelter. So he knocked on the door to ask the shelter, nor he was refused. And so what happened every night at the night when he used to knock at the door for the shelter, people usually used to take him inside as he's a beggar. But this time what happened, he was not pleased. The first, when he knocked on the door, the person was there inside. He welcomed him inside. Okay? Instead of the sore faces which are imagined, the owner was an old man without wife or a child. He was happy to get someone to talk to him in his stories. Yes, who he was. He's saying, usually what happened when he used to knock on the door for the night shelter, usually the people used to enter on him. Okay, they used to get scold him or abuse him and just would allow him to come inside. But this time what happened when he knocked on the door, the person there who was there in the house, he was an old man. He's not having any children, he's not having a wife, he's nobody, he's having nobody. So what he's very happy that at least somebody is there to talk to him in his loneliness. So he just welcomed that rat trap. Immediately he put the pot on the fire and gave him supper. Then he carved off such a big slice from his tobacco roll that it was enough for both the stranger Pike and his finally he got out an old pack of cards and played holding with his cards under the bed. That owner of the house was very good. What he did, he served him supper, he gave him dinner, he gave him his tobacco roll, half tobacco roll he has taken and half tobacco roll he has given to the sad trap. Even he played cards with him. Okay, so means he is a very kind person. The old man was just as generous with his confidence as with his fortune tobacco. Old man is very generous and he used to trust people very easily. He was generous, this is shown as he has just obviously he is living alone, so he has having the dinner of what he wants to eat, but he has not. He has given some to that rat trapper also, and even he has given that tobacco also. The guest was informed at once that in his age of prosperity, his host had been a crofter at Ramjas Island Works and had worked on the land. Now what happened? The guest here is the rat trapper. He was informed by the host. Host here is the old man, the person who is the owner of the house. He said that in the days of prosperity means when he was young. He informed that when I was young, I used to work as a crofter. Crofter is what? Farmer. Okay. Usually the farmers who work on the rented land are called crofters. So he said that he is a crofter and he used to work at the iron mill. But now that he was no longer able to do the labor, it was his house golden. He told that at the days of prosperity, when I was young, I was a crofter. But now what happened? As I grow old and I cannot work on the land. So now my cow used to support me. Okay, now what this is used to get milk of his cow and he used to sell it. Okay. Yes, that Bossy was extraordinary. Your Bossy is using his cow. He would give milk for the daily everything. And last month he had received all the 30 payments. He said that there is the currency of Sweden. Okay, he said that last month only I got 30 crores. Okay, means I got my salary by selling the milk of my cow. The stranger must have seen it, for the old man got up and went to the window, took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail in the very window frame, and pulled out 3 wrinkled 10 canals bill. What he did when he told the rat trapper, that old man, that I got 30 canals by selling the milk of my cow, that old man took INCREGLOUS. Unbelievable. He's looking like this. I can't believe being an old man by selling only the milk. How can you get 30 canals? So what did this person get? This old man just get up from his seat. Okay, he went to the window and on the window a leather pouch was hanging. He took out that leather pouch and from that he just took out that money and it was 10, what is that? 10 Ganoa bills. These 10 Ganoa notes were there which were rolled and kept in that pouch. These he held up before the eyes of the guests, nodding unknowingly, and then stuck them back into the pouch. What he did, he just take out that notes and he showed to him that, see, I got the money. And then he again put that money in that pouch and hung that pouch on that window frame only. The next day, both men got up in a good season. Crofton was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought that he should not stay in the bed when the head of the house is gone. What happened? Next day, they both got up in a good season, early morning. They got up in the early morning. Now Crofton was in a hurry as he has to take the milk of his cow and he has to sell them, go and sell them. So the rat trapper thought that if the owner of the house is now waked up, how can I sleep? So he also got up. Then they left the cottage at the same time. Crofton locked the door and put the key in his pocket. Both left at the same time. Crofton locked the door and put the key in his pocket. The man with the rat trap said goodbye and thanked him, and thereupon each went on his way. Now, the rat trapper said thank you, goodbye, and they both went on their ways. Okay? But half an hour later, the rat trapper stood again before the door. He did not try to get in harbour. He only went up to the window, smashed the pane, stuck in a hand, and got hold of a pouch with the what happened? Half an hour later, that rat trapper is again standing on the gate of that old man. Why? He don't want to go inside. He was just looking that if the lock is still there or the old man is inside the house. When he saw that the house is still locked, what he did, he went towards the window. He just smashed that window, and what he did, he took out that pouch. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket. He took out that pouch, he took that money and put it in his own pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back to his place away. Then he put that leather pouch again on that place and he just left that place. As he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased with his smartness. When he was going with the money in his pocket, he was feeling very proud. He was feeling that I'm very smart and how fool that Crofton is. He has shown me that money, knowing that I'm a beggar, I'm a rat trapper, then too. Okay, he has shown me that money. He was thinking that what a fool fellow, what a foolish fellow he is, and how clever and how smart I am. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue on the public highway, but must turn off the roads into the woods. Now, what he decided? He decided that I must not go towards the public highway, towards the market, because if I'm going to go there, I will be caught. So, what he did, he decided to go towards the woods. During the first hours, this was more difficult. Later in the day, it became worse, for it was a very confusing forest which he had gotten into. Now, what happened when he get into the forest? Earlier, though, he didn't have any difficulty, but what happened later he realized that he is getting into that forest which is very big and very confusing one. And now he is not able to find a way to come out of that forest. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction, but the path was back and forth, walked and walked without coming to the end of the wood. And finally he realized that he had only been walking around the same part of the forest. Now what happened? He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction. He tried that I'm going to walk straight, at least I can find a way. But he don't know when the path seems to turn here and there and right and left, right and left. And again, after some time, he realized that he was walking in the same part of the forest again and again. Okay, he was going from here, he was moving towards right, then he is coming on the same point. He was going, then again he is going straight, he was turning towards left, and then he is coming to the same point. Means he is walking in the one part of the forest. He walked and walked without coming to the end of the road. Finally, he realized that he was only been walking around in the same part of the forest. All at once, he recalled his thoughts about the world in the rat trap. Now his own turn had come. Now he started thinking about that world and the rat trap. He thought that earlier I was saying I was laughing on the people, those who had ever scolded me or ever hurted me, that they are in a rat trap. Now I myself got into this rat trap. Why? Because of my greediness. Same thing he is thinking about the people, or same thing he has done. Okay? He has, now his own turn had come. He had let himself be fooled by bed and had been caught. He was saying that now my own turn had come. I also got fooled by the bed. He has shown me the money, I came into greediness, and I thought that I'm going to store that money and I will be safe. when I went towards the wood. But now what? Now I'm trapped in this wood and I will never come out of this forest. The whole forest with its trunks and branches, its thickets fallen logs, rose in a pond like an prison from which he could never escape. He was saying that the whole forest was with its big trees, fallen logs, everything. It is looking like a prison from which he cannot be able to come out. It is impossible to come out of that prison. It is looking like a prison from which it is impossible to come out. It was late in December. Darkness was already descending over the forest. This increased the danger and increased also its gloom and despair. Now what happened? It was in December time. Obviously, there was darkness. The darkness used to appear early. So the forest, now it is a forest, so obviously the danger is increasing as there was darkness. And the gloom and despair, and he was very sad and disappointed. Now in the daylight he was not able to find a way. Now he knows that in the darkness it is next to impossible to find a way out of this forest. Finally he saw no way out, sat down on the ground, tried to death, thinking that his last moment had come. What happened? Finally he decided that my last moment has come. Now any wild animal will come and eat me. So what he decided, he just sat on the ground. That it's okay, fine. Now I know that I'm going to die because in the darkness I cannot come out of this forest. But just as he laid his head on the ground, he heard the sound of a hard regular thump. There was no doubt as to what was that saying, but just as he laid his hand towards the ground, just laid like this, he just laid on the ground like this, he heard some noise and just got at once he recognized that what this voice is. Those are the hammer strokes from an animal. He thought, not that these are the hammer strokes. It was coming from an iron mill. There must be people nearby. He summoned all his strength, got up and struggled in the direction of the sound. Thought that if this sound is coming, then of course there will be people also. And what he started doing, he just get up from there and he heard that voice, that hammer voice, and he started moving into the direction of that voice. Okay. Now tomorrow we are going to start with this. Okay, children, don't go.